Hi, I'm Josiah Lem, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 objects that will give you guys some insight as to who I am as a person. My first object is a Bible, and my personal favorite is actually King James, and even though it uses some complex language sometimes, it's really taught me to dive deep into what I'm reading, because with the complex language like the these and thous, it doesn't really allow you to be lazy and still understand things, so it really makes you concentrate on what the Bible is saying. Besides from that, I've been a Christian my entire life. I grew up in a Christian household. Throughout my life, I've attended a lot of different Christian events like District Blitz up in Duluth, which is an annual event where a lot of Christian speakers come and talk. Also, I've gone on a missions trip for multiple years to North Dakota, and I've also gone to a lot of Christian summer camps over the years. So Christianity is a really big part of my life. It influences a lot of my decisions and how I interact with people all around me, which kind of leads me into my second object, which is a name tag for something called Youth in Government. And Youth in Government is a program which allows youth once a year to take over the Minnesota Capitol and act like legislators, basically, and it allows students to see what government is like, and it's something that I look forward to all year, every year. Government and politics is probably my biggest hobby. I spend around 2 hours a day on average consuming political media, and all of my friends, if they ever have a question about a law or a political controversy, they usually come to me to see what my opinion is. People actually like to joke that my friends' opinions are just projections of my own because of how much I rub off on them, and that in 2020 it's going to be like I'm casting 15 votes instead of the one I'm supposed to get because of how much I rub off on them. And so while that's obviously a joke, it kind of shows how much politics means to me and how much it's involved in my life. And part of politics for me too is why it's really important is I feel like in today a lot of times the Christian viewpoint is left out of politics, and I want to make sure that that doesn't happen, which is how my second and first object kind of connect to one another. Anyways, my third object is my earbuds. Now, these are just my favorite earbuds that I wear every day, kind of around everywhere I go. And while I'm not great at singing anymore, and I don't play any instruments amazingly, in the past, I was in the Minnesota Boy Choir, and I did play the violin for 4 years, and I really do love music. Recently, I purchased an acoustic guitar, and I'm trying to learn to play that because that's been a lifelong dream for me, is to play the guitar. Admittedly, I'm not doing so great right now. I'm just learning the chords and what notes go with which strings, but we're definitely getting there. And if you ask anyone in my life, they'll tell you that I'm listening to music pretty much 24/7, whether I'm making food, doing homework, driving, or sometimes, honestly, if I have nothing else to do, I'll just put in some earbuds, play some music, and walk around the house, as weird as it sounds. Music for me is more than just words that go to a tune. Music is really like, it has a connection with me, and I really enjoy listening to it. Music allows me, when I'm having a bad day, it can make my day good. It can give me confidence when I'm feeling really nervous, and when I'm wondering who I am and what I stand for, music can kind of remind me of who I am in Christ and why I believe what I believe. So that's kind of why music has such a deep connection with me, and I really appreciate it, and it's a really big part of my life and why I listen to it so much. So in summary, my 3 objects to describe me are my Bible, which symbolizes my faith as a Christian, my YIG name tag, which shows my interest in government and politics and how I always am watching stuff like that, and it is my biggest hobby. And then my third object is my earbuds, which shows my connection with music. Thank you.